Hi there, I'm Vicki Parfenow from Aussie Stampers and Vicki Parfenow Studio. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make this note card wallet out of Kraft paper to match the Kraft note cards and envelopes that Stampin' Up! Have in their current catalogue. Now I have made this project before, this little wallet. It's a no-stick wallet and you can see how well those little cards fit inside there. And I'll give you the dimensions and how to make that further on in the video. This is the stamp set that I'm going to use to stamp the cards that are going inside the wallet. Now the words are much bigger than they appear on the outside of the stamp case. I'm also going to be looking for these little images that aren't too large that will fit on a note card size. So I went through all my stamps and had a look and found some lovely little florals and foliage that would fit the note card size. And I'm going to even mix and match some of the sets. And I'll give you the names of all those sets in the description. So I'm setting up with my first Kraft note card and a stamp positioner, and I'm going in with some Tuxedo Memento black ink, and I'm going to stamp this several times, probably about 3 times for the greetings. I will probably need less for the actual images because I want to get the greetings really crisp, and it takes a little bit more effort than stamping onto smooth white cardstock. You can see I'm using my Speedball Baron there as a chucky tool to help push that into the surface of the stamp positioner and get a really crisp image. I'm going to put on some music as I go through the rest of it. You'll see that the vintage photo is the ink that I'm using, which is a Distress Oxide ink for the floral images. activated some of those stamps with the blender pen so that the white oxidization would show up on the outside and just drawn around the outside. The rest of them I'm just going to stamp with regular ink in a regular way, and they're just going to go ahead really quickly now. Now for the next part, once I finish stamping these, I'm going to show you how to make the no-stick wallet, which takes 4 note cards and envelopes, 6 if they're single layers, 4 if they have some layers on. These cards are single layers, so we can fit quite a lot of those in that no-stick wallet. And this would make a great gift to give away. So now all the cards are pretty much stamped, and I can show you how the wallet goes together. Just doing the last card now. You're going to need a scoreboard to make the no-stick wallet, and that's about it. You need a 12-inch by 12-inch sheet of scrapbook paper, and I'm going to use a really nice Kraft paper which has some foil on it. I just went through my stash and had a look and thought, well, which of my scrapbook papers can I use that will coordinate beautifully with the Kraft? And to my surprise, I found a couple of options. I found some plain Kraft cardstock that I had, which was 12 inches by 12 inches. And then I found some of this gorgeous cardstock, which had some foils on it. So I'm going to just bring in all those cards and show you what they look like finished. And then I'm going to bring in my scoreboard and my 12 by 12 inch paper, which in this case is sort of a thick paper because it is going to be Kraft cardstock with foils on it. So here are the cards done. You can see the difference between those that are, these are just the plain stamped images, and that was in Vintage Photo, and then the others had the oxidization. So I'm going to pop 4 into this wallet, and this is the wallet that I'll be giving you the instructions for now. One of the tips I had for putting the envelopes into the envelope, when they come in a pack, they are not folded, so I used a bone folder and that helped to get them nice and flat. Here's this yumming paper I was talking to you about. I think it's called Foil Frenzy. It's an old one. So first of all, I'm going to score at 2 inches all the way down. I'm going to rotate 90 degrees, then score at 2.5 inches, rotate 90 degrees again, score at 2 inches, rotate 90 degrees, and then score at 3 3/4 inches, and then I'm going to score at, rotate at 90 degrees and score the final time. This is 5 3/4 inches and 6 1/4 inches. Now this is going to make the spine of the note card wallet, which is why it's so thin. And I'm just going to fold up all the edges, really, just with the bone folder. It doesn't really matter if they go up or down at this point. I just want to burnish them both ways if possible, so that I'll get a good fold on this when it comes together. It's a little bit fiddly getting this tiny spine folded, but I managed to do it. And just go round and round until all those edges have been burnished one way or the other. And it might take a little bit of extra work if you have this Kraft cardstock with the foiling on it. It's much thicker, which means you get a pretty sturdy wallet. If you just had plain Kraft cardstock without the foil, it would be easier to fold, but either way, it's not a difficult thing to do. Now you can see it's starting to look a little bit like a card wallet now. Now I'm folding this in a way where I'm going to showcase those foil dots on the inside by letting these flaps fold upwards. Now in the green wallet that I showed you earlier, these flaps fold down, so you could have them either way. You could have them folding up or folding down. But I like, just because there are the foil dots on, I wanted these to show on the inside of my wallet. And then there's no glue required. All you do is pop this together and you're done. Pretty much just do a little bit more burnishing And your wallet is ready. No glue required. How cool is that? Now, you can put your cards in this way, but I actually prefer to have the smaller part at the top because it helps show where the greeting is, as you can see there. There's all the cards going in. And this is what I mean about the envelopes needing a little bit of a burnish before you put them in. I actually go back and just burnish them on all sides, and it helps them fit in just that little bit better, that they're not so puffy. So there you are. There's all the cards and envelopes for that folder, and I have some left over as well. So if you're wondering about the technique that I used with the Distress Oxide ink that allows for that white oxidization to show, it's a kind of a cool effect. You don't have to do that. You could just use regular ink if you had something like a Stampin' Up! Ink in a nice brown colour. You can see how pretty these are. I was really happy to have one that's got all this gold foiling on it. I thought it was really cool, the fact that it matched the note cards and envelopes inside, and I'm going to gift these to some people, so I'm looking forward to doing that. I hope you enjoyed today's project. You can find me on Instagram at Vicki Parfenow Studio, and I'll look forward to seeing you again next time. Bye for now.